Yeah, I feel like,
Boom.
oh, we're
We
live.
got it to work. I think. Yeah, we're good.
I seen something pop up. So,
All right. What's going on, fellas? It's your boy Ray out of North Carolina. I'm here with a good friend of mine, Mike Oleyn. He's joining me today to do a little pressure washing talk, just to kind of talk about where we're at in our pressure washing businesses and things we've been up to. So, without further ado, Mike, what's going on, brother?
hey, Ray, how you doing, my man? I'm doing good, bud.
Doing real good. It's been a long time. I'm excited because I hadn't really, heck, we hadn't talked in so long. I know you've been grinding it out, and Lord knows I've been busy too. So, anybody that joins in on the stream, if you guys have any questions at the end, we're going to do a little Q&A. So feel free to drop the questions down below if you want us to, or me or Mike, to answer anything. And so, Mike, let's start out by finding out something I've always been curious of. What got you into the pressure washing industry? What made you decide to start your business?
All right, well, I always had random jobs, and recently I worked in the medical field, and I worked a lot of hours. Um, Made my way up to like a supervisor type position, and you really start to learn how people, employees, and things like that act. And I kept getting this feeling of, this. I just wanted to start my own business because I'm killing myself every day, showing up on time, working for people that don't really care, and then I have people working for me because I was a supervisor that don't really care, and I'm grinding it out, and it's just you get nowhere fast with that kind of stuff. So I always knew I wanted to start something, and in my past I've done painting, so I've been around pressure washers before, and I always something about that I always enjoyed. And we were talking before, like being able to put headphones in and just kind of zone out and be free was it's really fun. It's awesome. It's clear stress. But anyway, so I was just like, shoot, why not? Let's start a pressure washing business. And at this point, I don't know what soft washing is or anything like that. So I dove into YouTube, and I started look. My main thing was knowing what to charge for pressure washing.
Who was your guy?
And
Was it Dan's vlog or was it Rob?
Dan's vlog was my man. He got me into it, and then he showed me what soft washing was, and yeah, so it just I don't know, it just looked awesome, and that was not what I was expecting. I was expecting literally, with the different degree tips and just literally pressure washing everything. And I don't know, I just dove into YouTube, and one thing led to another, and I started a business, and I learned so much stuff off of YouTube and then Facebook groups. I just wanted to go at it 100%. And next thing you know, I start my business. The first year, I'm not getting many jobs at all. I didn't get jobs. I was marketing wrong. I was making pamphlets with like just copy and pasted pictures on Google, and I sent it to Vistaprint, and I was getting this. I wish I could show you the crap I had. And I was knocking on doors every day, putting $99 stickers on them, to wash your roof and house. No idea what I was doing, but I kept at it. I wanted to do it. And next thing you know, I'm getting, I'm about 4 years in now, and I'm doing really well for myself. So
It took you what, 2 years before you transitioned from the full-time job to full-time washing? What, 2 years?
yeah, I won't, maybe almost 3. I think it was over 2 years. I think it was closer to 3 years before I went full time.
I've noticed that's pretty common with a lot of guys. A lot of people are real skeptical about just plunging right in. That's what I did, and I really wouldn't recommend it. It's pretty chaotic way to do things, but yeah, I can relate to the being, having that little sense of freedom when you're out there, especially like, we did talk earlier, putting that audio book in, or whatever area of your business or your life that you're working on, throwing that audio book in, and, going out there. And obviously everybody knows that pressure washes is real satisfying, seeing something go from, filthy to clean. So I can relate, but yeah, that's awesome, dude. So let's dive a little bit into some marketing and what are the number one, let's go ahead and just say, what are the top 3 marketing strategies that's been working good for you this year, or just going so far?
All right, so the best one overall is Google. Staying active on Google, and whether it be ads or you have an SEO guy, that's probably what's that?
Are you talking about like the SEO, the organic side, like your Google My Business listing, or are you talking about Google Ads?
I'm talking more organic. SEO is something I'm just recently getting into. I paid a lot of money for a company to take over my website, SEO, all that. But organic Google, Facebook's big for me, and then obviously doing the yard signs and the putting flyers around. People say 5 rounds, but I think you should be doing really 20, 100. Like whatever. If you got one job, you should spend if you have a couple free hours, you need to be doing the 5 rounds. So those are the best.
Yeah, for sure. I always say that, like, especially I like to just anybody that's starting out, what worked really well for me when I was struggling to kind of stay busy was just knocking on the door whenever we would do a job. After we would roll the hoses up and get paid and our customer would go back inside, I would mosey on to the neighbors, tap on the door, and just give them a quick little sweet, one-liner, a little streamlined message. Hey, just want to let you know we just took care of Jim's house over here. If you need anything, let us know. And a lot of times they would respond with, well, how much for this house? So, and we would just go ahead and schedule the job or knock it out right then and there. So yeah, that's huge. For us, it's really been like I've tried to do a marketing report every, say, 3 months or so, just to see what's working and what's not working, because anybody that's using a CRM, you should be able to run your reports inside that CRM and see what's what all is going on, like the customer factor. But Facebook and Google Google as a whole has been our best 2 marketing, the 2 highest marketing avenues. But number 1 is in the field request, because I always, you can track how you got the job. And I always put, how they heard about us. But if it's an in the field request, like somebody coming out and asking us how much we charge, that's the number 1. And it was more than double Google or Facebook. So it was basically what I did in Google and Facebook combined. So it's so big to capitalize on that exposure out in the field, man. I always tell guys, like, make sure you're out there shining, because that's going to generate a lot of interest. If you're out there, with good energy, you're out there doing a great job, they can see you, those, I think you even mentioned it earlier. You're working a lot off of repeat business now, right?
Yeah. I mean, cause I'm in my slow season. So, if I didn't have the connections, like the people, my regulars, like the Airbnb people and the few commercial accounts I have, it'd be a lot harder to get through this dead season. So, and then, like just taking your time, if you only have to do a driveway or something in the beginning, do the driveway, but take your time, show your signs out for a while, and get the neighbors coming to see what's going on.
Gotcha. Yeah. So, let's see. I think we got a couple people in here now. So what up? What up? Truth, is that Truth Seeker? Got Rusty Townsend in here. What up, Rusty? Logan, Gregory. We got a couple little questions, something about the review on the pump tech. So that pump tech pump, I still am waiting a little bit longer to give a full out review. What I'm going to do is just drop a video and dive into the whole system, the whole soft wash setup, specifically the pump. But the whole deal with that X6 pump is they're still in development, and they're coming up with a full PVC version. So right now I'm still running the aluminum version. So even if I did the review, it's not really going to be valid, because there's a whole new pump, which is going to be an even better pump and improved pump. But I'll still do the review. That way you guys can kind of have a jump on whether or not the whole kit caboodle's good. But a couple more months and let's see, another 6 weeks, and then I'll start putting that together. But so what about your chemical game right now? What are you packing on the wagon there?
So on the truck, we keep obviously SH. I have a 55-gallon tank of SH, which really isn't the biggest. People be rolling around with crazy sized tanks, which is crazy to me. But anyway, we got a 55-gallon tank of SH that I top off pretty much every morning, because in Florida we have kind of like a gas station style chlorine pool place. Other than that, man, I keep oxalic acid always. I keep, these little I think they're 1 pound, or no, they're 2 pound jars, plastic jars. They seal up nice. I keep, I always keep 2 of those filled with oxalic. I always keep F9 products on the truck. The FLO, because when I do paver sealing, it's good to have that stuff to just make sure you get the, you etch the surface to make sure the sealer sticks. It's just part of the process. I keep the rust removal on there. I keep aluminum brightener because that's something I use a lot for rust removal. I keep sodium hydroxide beads. I keep, right now I'm using a gutter cleaner. It's not Gutter Grenade. I usually keep Gutter Grenade, but I switched over to this stuff called Gutter Bright. I think it's JN Equipment makes it. They're down here. Actually, they're right up the street from me. So I grab that. I keep Barkeeper's Friend. Basically you just need a solid degreaser. You need some kind of acid for doing rust or FLO, and you need your SH. Basically, that's the that's like the 3 main chemical groups that I keep. And then obviously a surfactant. Right now I'm using the one from Lori Smith. Man, I can't think of the name. It's super thick though.
Oh, so no more roof snot. I know you've been a big roof snot guy for a long time.
Yeah, Lori sent me a big thing of it, and I kind of like it, man. It's like, honestly, it's like honey. It's so thick. But I still keep some Snotminade around. I am a true Snotminade man.
Oh yeah, that's what it is, Snotminade. Yeah, I switched over to a company because they have basically everything all in one spot, and I found all of their stuff to be legit. They even have like a mango cover scent. I haven't seen anybody else with that. And they've got a degreaser called Nasty, and the oxidation removal product, which is also awesome for gutter brightening. It's called Kraken Wash, but it's a company called Dirt Killer. Man, I love them. And plus the guy that has created all the chemicals and sells them, that works in the shop, that, you can get them on the phone too. But he had a pressure washing business for 10 years. So he knows a lot about the cleaning and a lot of specialty stuff. So Josh Wagner over there, he's awesome. And like I said, they're great to work with. I can call him up and get the rust removal. The rust removal product is called Ruster Buster, but I can get basically everything in one spot. Trying to piece it all together, getting like this here and that there.
And then if you need help too, like, hey man, I'm at this job, it's a black gutter and there's this red stain on there, it's not coming off. He'll be like, yeah, use 10 ounces of gutter buster and some rust buster. Like,
yeah, exactly. So, yeah, he did it, and they put a little chemical ratio sheet together along with one other thing I liked is they have the SDS sheets on a little file on the website too. So you just click it, enter your SDS sheets for whatever you have. So they got a good thing going on. But yeah, that's awesome, dude. So you got any highlight reels for us or low light reels? How's the month of how did the month of May treat you?
Well, like I said, we're in the slow season, but thankfully I've been being able to stay busy. One of my workers, Anthony, he's like my main guy. He hurt his ankle, so I was kind of dealing with some stuff in the last couple. He's back now, but he's still not 100%. So it's like, that hurt a little bit. I've been having issues with my roof pump, that kind of stuff. I was just actually, before I got on here, I was out there trying to fix that, and I'm still on the 12 volt. So, I always want to switch and go to air or maybe the booster, but I just never know what to do. So I've always just kind of stayed with the 12 volt for the simplicity of it. But at the same time, it does have its issues. And 9 times out of 10, I'm just chucking the thing and buying a new one anyway, because it's not really that expensive. But I was out there, the little Allen key on the top of the top of the 12 volt where you can adjust, like,
PSI.
basically if you spin it, you can adjust the pressure switch. So I was out there messing around with that, but I don't know, man. I listen, when stuff gets tough and the phone stops ringing, because I get times like that. I just, like I said, I take my time on the jobs that I do get. I'll do more flyer. I'll do more 5 rounds. I don't like calling it 5 rounds because it's a lot more than 5. But I'll do flyers, if I have extra time, or I'll take my time. I'll do the guys. I'll clean rust up for nothing just to get some videos.
Oh damn! Damn,
that
so
kind of,
you're doing well. You're still in the trenches. It sounds like you're still crying. You're still doing the little.
Oh yeah, but it's stressful when your phone's not ringing. You know what I'm saying? Because yes, I got this week good, and I got next week sometimes. But when the phone ain't ringing, I'm thinking, because that's just how I am. I worry a lot. But like I said, when the going gets tough, man, I think back of I could be working at McDonald's flipping burgers. You know what I mean? Barely being able to afford rent. So when you get stressed out, you got to just sit back and you got to really think like, man, we're lucky to be able to do something we love for a living. So
that's beautiful. That's a really great thought. Something I need to remember more. I have a feeling if you did work at McDonald's though, you'd be slinging the hell out of them burgers.
I'd be making my own burgers and trying to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome, dude. So yeah, so with all that being said, are you the way you're grinding almost tells me that you've got scale on your mind. Are you looking to scale this thing up, or are you just trying to sit fat and happy down in Florida, going to Key West and drinking Mai Tais, whenever you feel like?
No, I mean, I definitely want to scale it, man. Like I've been obviously training up my guy, Anthony. I got Trevor, and I got this other guy named Mitch. They're not all full-time. Anthony's the full-time guy with me, but I have those other 2 guys that I use for bigger jobs and things like that. And I was playing around with for a while there, I was working with 2 of them, and I would just kind of sit in the truck, but that was driving me nuts because it's just like, I don't know, it's almost better to be home than sitting in the truck trying not to get out and telling them what to do. So I am, obviously trying to scale my business. It's just, I got to line a few things up. Like I said, with this website, I got to, obviously, I've been doing well, but to guarantee work, I need to have some kind of SEO in place. Because I don't want to have somebody working with me and then say, hey, I can't, I got no work this week. That's my biggest fear. You know what I mean? So
same.
I want to have
the biggest problem with scaling is like, once you decide to cross that line, now you have other people that have families, may or may not have families, that are depending on you to provide enough work for them so they can, you know what I mean? So I hold that as one of the highest responsibilities. So for me, even though we got Big John, which he's been out all month, he tried to come back, and I want to let anybody that sees the video that prayed for John. There was a nice little outpouring of love for him, so definitely appreciate that, and I know he appreciates it. But yeah, he's been out. He tried to come back, bless his heart. He did his thing, but he had to go right back out because whatever happened to his feet, man. I don't know if it was some degreaser or the SH, but somehow, some way, something got to his feet, and man, it did a number. So y'all, please be careful. Make sure you're watching where you're putting your chemicals in your boots. If you're storing them, keep them away from those pump-up sprayers. We're still not exactly sure, so we don't know 100% on preventive maintenance moving forward. We don't know where it came from, but just protect yourselves. I mean, I know a lot of guys are out there, slinging the sauce in the Crocs and flip-flops. Just hey, it is what it is. Your safety is your responsibility. So.
Yeah, and then even breathing that stuff in, man. 10 years from now, if you ain't wearing a mask up there, we don't know what can be going on in our lungs.
Yeah, I'm definitely making sure the respirator's on, doing roof cleaning, or anything enclosed. Like we had a garage where previous owners had left a dog in there before they sold the house, so they wanted us to steam clean it with some sanitizer. But you know, any enclosed spaces you want to mask up for sure.
For sure. For sure. Especially with the chemicals we
just
use.
spray it, just like doing house washing. Are you putting, what are you using to cover your face up to like protect yourself?
So that's funny you brought that up, because the house washing, I never used to wear a mask at all. But you know how you ever be washing a house and you get that cold feeling in your lungs? That's not good, man. So
I ain't had that one yet, bro. Yeah, you must be watching more than me. Your mix is stronger. Nah.
So recently I've been wearing a mask for the house washing too, because
Good.
you know, when you're spraying, especially when you're spraying up high, you know, the more atomization you have, that's, you know, it's just not good. And then obviously we got screen enclosures and things like that. You can't be, because it's just not good. Or at the very bare minimum, you got to be having your face covered. But even house washing, you know, I used to say roof cleaning, I would do that, but no matter what it is, man, I don't want to die in 10 years. You know?
No. Yeah, that's good. What I like to do is we got these little gaiters made with our logo on them. I like to pull that sucker up, and I found ski goggles work really well. Like they don't fog, anti-fog ski goggles. They go around, so I'll pull the gaiter up and then put the ski goggles over top. And bro, it worked. It was phenomenal, and I don't get none of that bleach, you know, because it just kind of dries you out. I don't know if it does you that way, but if I'm doing like a lot of washing, which last month was our busiest month since we've been in business. And then the fact that I had to roll solo other than 1 week, luckily we were able to reach out to a couple other guys that gave us a hand. So big ups to them. And things worked out for the one busy week, but the rest of the month, it was the busiest month that we've had. And then I lost Big John, which you know, he does work. So it was like, it was crazy, dude. I don't even know. It was not a highlight reel. I will tell you that. It was crazy. But
yeah, man, that sounds stressful, dude.
It's been. I don't want to say a nightmare, because I'm like you. I like to just, be positive, keep the vibes going as best as possible. But I am not gonna lie, dude. Like there were some times where I was really questioning, like, what the hell am I doing? Because, it does. When you build a big, what is it? Is it called the oh shit factor? Like if you start to realize, like, what happens if I go down? What happens? I see like my main man go down, and we almost sank. We almost couldn't handle the work orders. I mean, obviously we could have started placing things on to later dates, but that would have caused a bunch of pain for our customers. But it makes you start to realize, shit. You're not invincible. And shit happens. So
yeah, and not only that, man, you also, like, for me, sometimes I make the worst, like I'll make a little problem that seems so huge in my head. So like I know what you mean, man. Like, especially if you go down a guy, you got a full busy week, it's scary, but at the same time you can learn from it. And then, that's why, like, you look for guys that are in college and, taking online classes or something like that I have 2 guys that kind of work for me once in a while that I can reach out to them that, they do online classes. So it's like, I don't feel obligated to have them working every day, but if I call them, if they can work, great. So it's like good to have reserves. Like you were just talking about the guy who came and helped you. So that kind of stuff helps, knowing you have something in your back pocket for times like that.
Dude, and that's what I'm doing now. Like I've got a couple guys that are just pretty much saying, look, if you ever need a hand, that, be happy to pay him well for the day. And so definitely in the stage that we're at, if you're that owner operator that doesn't have a bunch of employees, you don't have like an office manager or somebody that could step in for, switch guys out around and make it work. It's awesome to have, do that networking. The competition, that's something we should definitely talk about. How, I know you're you're kind of like me with the whole competition thing. You don't even, it doesn't register as competition. You know, you see everybody is just another man trying to feed his family. And we do a hell of a lot better working together. I mean, we don't have to kiss each other's ass by any stretch of the imagination, but it's better to be friends. Like, I can't tell you how much work that we've done from competition. And brother, I promise you, I have sent hundreds of jobs to other guys around my area because I couldn't get to them, or they needed it done right then, you know, and these are guys that, some of these guys are just getting started. And so, you know, it's awesome to build those relationships and they reciprocate back and forth. So, man, I highly advise guys that are pulling bullshit moves, pulling people's signs up, talking shit about the other pressure, you know, the other companies behind their back. That's a bad look, bro. Just stop.
Yeah, listen, and the people who are doing that kind of stuff, they're not going to be around forever. They'll fall into the next thing that interests them. You know what I mean? Like, you know, they'll be trying to, you know, I don't know, do like, who knows, man, the next big thing, you know? So they'll be out of the way. But yeah, and I do have a lot of people, especially in my area, reach out to me. I mean, I have people, obviously, you know, you have people reaching out to you all the time. But I have a lot of local guys, and I am always, hey, man, you need something, listen, send me a message. I can't guarantee you that I'm going to answer it ever or right away, but, you know, if I get to it and you know, I'll help you. Like, it's not, I ain't ever trying to not help somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just,
if you got time, you're able.
Yeah. I mean, but yeah. And you know, but again, at the end of the day, I got to take care of myself and my family first.
You're not straight. You can't. Yeah, that's why I tell people all the time, because you meet a lot of people that are all about helping others, but they're not helping themselves per se, and that could be detrimental, man. You got to take care of yourself and then help others when you know you're in a position to do that. I'm a big believer in that. Yeah,
you can't get threatened by competition too. I guess that's where you were getting at too. Like, you can't get threatened.
Yeah.
And the $99 guy, I get so annoyed by people complaining about the $99 guy. It's like, who cares, man? There's Burger King and there's you know, Ruth Chris Steakhouse. You need that, and you need someone. Like, I love sending. Like, I literally have a few people in my area that, you know, charge super cheap, and I'm cool with them. I'm cool with that. And then what I do is I give their number to people who go, hey, can you come down $50? And I just send them the number of here's somebody who can help you out. I don't even argue with people no more. So.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, bro. Well, I am going to dive into a couple. What up, Logan? Gregory Townsend. Yeah, y'all smash that thumbs up. If we were talking, we may try to see if we can't get together and do like a little Wash Talk Wednesday or something like that, where we hop on here and just do a little Q&A. If we get enough thumbs up, then we'll make it happen. We'll let the audience decide on that. So anyhow, we're gonna go on and answer a couple questions. We got Nicholas in the building, VA. What part of Virginia, bro? I used to work there for Dominion, Virginia Beach. Al Clark, what up, Al? Cool dude.
Yo.
And we got Athena Wilson with a question. I'll let you take it, Mike. A bit of help, please. Wand stopped working with the house connected and pressure built up inside. How do you remove the wand to release the pressure? It's extremely hard to get off.
Oh, all right. So the wand, now, are you talking about obviously high pressure? You squeeze the trigger ain't working? Ooh, wow. All right. So,
Tough one.
yeah, what I would do, dang. If the trigger ain't working, dang.
Had to cut.
So obviously you don't have a bypass line, right? Do you have obviously probably don't have a bypass. Otherwise that wouldn't have happened.
That's one of those. You might be able to take a pair of Kleins and just, you know, where the quick connect is, and just stay away from it. Maybe you could just pop it off or pry it off. I don't know. Probably not.
Yeah, but that's the thing. As soon as she pulls that quick connect, it might blow up.
Yes. I would get that machine fired back up and pressure off. Or wait,
that's why. Well, whatever you do, make sure you get a ball valve, because then if you could always shut the ball valve, then take the gun off, and you're good. Then open the ball valve.
Yeah, for sure. Get that ball valve. It'd be huge.
But as of right now, obviously you shut the machine off, the pressure's still in there. Yeah, what I would do is I would just maybe get a vise, put the I would get a vise, put my quick connect in the vise, and then I would get like a long
All right, we're gonna move on, bro.
I would stay away and pull it off.
All right. Ray, I have a 4 gallon per minute. What is the biggest surface cleaner I can use? Well, when I had a 4 gallon per minute, it was a belt drive, 4 gallon per minute. I think it was a general pump on there. And it was a 4,000 PSI. So I'm not sure which PSI your machine is, but the one I had, I was running a 20-inch surface cleaner, and it was pushing that bad boy all day long. So I would say go with that 20. If you wanted to go bigger, possibly, but I would stick around if it were me, if I was going back, I would either go with the 16-inch whisper wash, or I would go with the 20-inch. I would go, starting out, I always say go to Northern Tool rather than getting one of the whisper washes, because if you're just starting out and funds are tight, getting that North Star 20-inch, which is basically like the general pump 20-inch, that way if something happens to it, you can just take it straight back to them, because that's what I did, and it worked out really well. Like I had an issue, and Northern Tool exchanged that sucker the same day, and I was back up and running. If you get one online and you're just starting out, you don't have that luxury. So that's what I would say. Started washing. Now I'm having a hard time getting my Google My Business set up. What do you think, Mike?
Well, all right. So because of the pandemic, there's been a lot of issues with Google. So first thing you think you got to do is, did you already sign up and you're waiting for your postcard? Is that what's going on? Let me see. I don't know if Ray. Yeah, there we go. So you should have gotten a thing where you put your address in there and they send a business card, I think. So are you waiting on your card still, Alvy?
Yeah, it might be. He might be waiting on the postcard to come in. It's a little bit of a process. One thing I will tell you, once you get that Google My Business set up, do not change your address, even if you move, because it'll kind of restart everything. So whatever address you registered that Google My Business page on, keep that address, or let your SEO people deal with that. Like I use Big West Marketing. They've been killing it for us for the last 2 years. We're ranked #1 here in my city. We're in Charlotte. I don't even live directly in Charlotte, and we're ranked #1 there for like several pressure washing keywords. So Big West Marketing is huge if anybody is looking for website or SEO. But
did Big West fix your address thing? Because they know what they're doing.
Yeah, see, I fucked it up. I was the one that messed it up.
But they were able to fix it for you?
They did everything they could, but they were basically like, you really messed up when you you did that.
Now, if they would have changed it for you, would they have done it right, per se? Like, is it possible for them to do it correctly?
Yeah, I think what they would have done is we would have they said it like, they know
what they're doing.
Yeah, they actually attend, like, how we go to like pressure washing conventions, and like you're going to the huge convention you told me earlier.
Yeah,
they go to the Google conventions and learn about Google and Google My Business. Like they attend. That's their thing. So I pay the the $397 a month or whatever, but they do so much that I would not do. I wouldn't know how to do, and I wouldn't frankly want to do. So it's well worth it. Plus, with the SEO, to also manage the website. So any edits I need done, they will do them for me. So it's literally, I just type an email to do whatever I need done. Boom. A couple of days later, it's done. So great service all the way around.
And that's, dude, I'm glad you brought that up, because that alone, like just having a good team do your website, having a good team do your accounting, having a good team doing your answering service, like stuff that I took so long to do, getting a good CRM, the stuff that you're like trying to save, pennies on. And at the end of the day, especially with an accountant, you literally, if you go to like, tax, H&R Block and stuff like that, you'll end up paying more money than you would by hiring like a really good CPA. They save you money in so many ways by switching you over
God,
to.
You couldn't pay me to go to H&R Block, dude, or one of those you definitely accountant.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They say like if like I pay 1,200, 1,300, something like that for my CPA a year, and that ain't much, but it comes right off the top, man. Like comes right off my taxes. Like
they're doing your payroll, your bookkeeping, all that.
They send me the quarterly reports. They send me they have links to like anytime I swipe my card, I have two cards for my business, like a credit card and like a debit type card.
Hey.
And they have access. So anything coming in and out, they know, and they just boop, boop, boop. And then they'll be like, oh, you went to Wendy's. That's not for the business. You know what I mean? Like that. Cause I'll be trying to justify buys like, oh yeah, this Junior Bacon's on the business. You know what I mean? And they're like, nah, you can't do like, so when you're questioning what you can do and can't do on the business card, they help you with that. You know what I mean? But if you go, like cool stuff, like if you take a flight, you might be able to use it as a business expense.
Right.
So they save you so much money that,
Oh yeah.
Dale
Carnegie says in How to Win Friends and Influence People, which is a great book that all entrepreneurs should at least read at one time. But he says buy twice as much and half as many. He says do that with everything. If you think about that, it's like, instead of buying two websites, a shitty one for, and I understand there's also always going to be the factor of like his same thing he says with like jeans, buy a pair of jeans that's going to last you rather than a shitty pair. You know what I'm saying? Buy twice as much and half as many. I mean, use it for what it's worth, but it's a great.
That just blew my face off. That saying's, oof.
Yeah,
that's a good one, man. It's true. I'm going on my second website now. I'm on my second CRM.
And let's tell the truth. Tell me right now, could you have afforded to do it right the first time or not?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I could have.
I think a lot of guys make that mistake, and you're admitting it here. And I've made that mistake several times before. I got lucky this time where I actually got the website. As soon as I got the money, I did it, went through Big West. But we're all guilty of that. It's like.
I think I got comfortable, man. Like when you're working and you can just every dollar you get just goes into your pocket, that's kind of like a comforting feeling. But then you get like a $500 a month, I'm paying almost $600 a month in phone service. I'm paying almost, $600 a month in AdWords and my website and that kind of stuff. So then that's $1,200. Then I got my CRM. Then I got my truck payment. So like it's scary, but if I didn't do this, I would be making a third of what I'm making.
Right. Heck yeah. So let's jump in. Gregory Townsend, he's a heavy hitter. He's a dude I've got a lot of respect for. He's been grinding his tail off for a while and doing real well. But 5 and 10 around is a giant killer. Bank account filler.
It is
freestyle on us. We need to do more live streams. Well, look, I'll tell y'all like this: if we've got enough likes, then we're going to start doing a weekly live stream. If not, then it is what it is. 5 and 10 around, yes sir. Those are definitely, do the 20 around. What I like to say is, however many houses around the house that you have finished or the ones you washed, make sure all the people that can see that house are getting a card. And if it was me and I was really struggling, I'm knocking on the door, because that's not like a intrusive cold door knock. They already know, they've seen your truck there. They know you've been there. So it's really warm. Like, hey, like I say, just streamline the message. Don't take a lot of their time. Hey, we're here. Make it quick. And that's worked well for us. What up, John? I'm surprised Big John ain't on here. What up, guys? Under pressure. Let's hope so much.
This thing's pretty cool, man. This StreamYard.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, no problem, Ryan, dude. Appreciate you checking out, hanging out. Off-topic question. My heater's only working intermittently. Any ideas what it could be? Damn, too bad Big John ain't here, dude, because he used to do HVAC. He would definitely know. Yo, Big John, if you're in here, help Paul out.
Yeah, I'm in South Florida, so I haven't seen a heater in years.
What I'm tripping on is where in the hell is he using heat right now?
Maybe his hot water heater.
Is that what he said? Hot water? My heater. Oh, maybe he's talking about his hot water burner? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm thinking so.
So you got a little carried away. What happened? You turned into the blue monster?
Oh, yeah, I still got it on my hands.
That shit is tragic.
I mean, my girlfriend, she has her own nail salon, so she has like chemicals, you know, to get, and I still can't get it off. We're using like, you know, I feel like we're in like some kind of chemistry lab, and we're using all this stuff. I mean, you think we use harsh chemicals? Those salons have that. They have that good.
Oh yeah, it shit'll burn your nose hairs out just sitting in there.
Yeah, what's it called? It's nail polish remover, but like the real deal chemical. I forget it.
Like pneumonia. Rosie said, had my house pressure washed for the first time and last year and had to call the guy to come out 2 weeks later to rinse it off. It was dull. Also, the chemical corroded our light fixtures.
Yeah, he sounds like he probably did not rinse thoroughly.
Huh.
Which, you know, in my area, dude, that's why, you know, that's my biggest sales pitch. It's, you know, customers are worried about their property, and they should be, because we have a lot of guys, you know, like I said, I don't worry about the $99 guy, but what pisses me off is the guys who don't do it correctly, because then what it does is it aggravates people, and they think we're all going to ruin their house.
Oh, yeah. You run into, it's like getting with the girl that, you know, had some other dude do. So it's like, look, I didn't do it. Like, you know, yeah, we ran into that. It's like, oh, the guy did. I'm like, well, ma'am, I promise you, you know, we're going to take care of this. You know, the best thing to do, I found, is just start going in. This works for almost every situation, every scenario. Dealing with customers, anytime there's any type of negativity going on, whether they're discrediting your service, they're trying to downplay it, trying to cut your price down, coming at you sideways. Go into the education on your process and just talk about your education of your process, what you're going to do, and just stay professional. And that always seems to work out great for us.
True that.
So Rosie, I would say just make sure from now on, if you're just happen to be just a residential homeowner, make sure you're checking the reviews moving forward. Because it sounds like that whoever came out didn't quite understand what they were doing, but I don't know. Or just start your pressure washing business and show them how it's done.
And at least they came back out, though, you know.
Yeah. So Rosie, hopefully that helps. Hey, wanted to give you a thanks, Mike. Your video on using Napa's aluminum brightener helped me out in a pinch the other day.
Yeah. Yep. I learned that from a guy named Jesse Vincent. And I don't know if you ever heard of him, Ray, but years ago when I first got into Facebook, he was on there heavy. Like before anybody was really making videos every day, he's from Kentucky. He's the man, dude. I don't even think he washes anymore. He's like a Michael Chrysley, if you ever heard of him.
On YouTube?
Yeah, well, Jason Guyman's channel, the guy he got hit, you know, the guy who's on, you know, from back in the day videos. Michael Chrysley.
That used to be like another channel before Jason got the channel.
Yeah, I believe. So. I mean, without, you know, because obviously I'm not saying, you know, I'm not putting his business out there. It's just I think it was like a buddy of his, and he got the channel way like. I mean, there was no subscribers.
Someone was dropping content on there before. I got you.
And it's not like he got a big channel. He built that channel. There was no like he built it. It was just he took it on from someone, and then he made it what it is.
Nice.
So
yeah, there's so much good info on YouTube. It's crazy. Mikey Bags rocking the slow-mo. Yeah,
man, like I said, Dan's
is
vlog.
the perfect name for that stuff, dude. It don't
slow-mo.
You like put like a teaspoon
I couldn't
tank and fill it up with water. You're good. You don't even you're straight. That's some thick stuff. I like I said, I've been using Maximus foam from Dirt Killer. It's a foaming agent. I'm not even, and I'm gonna do a whole chemical lineup video and show and maybe give like the ratios in a future video and show like all the stuff I've been using. But now I'm just using that Maximus foam and putting the mango grotto in there. Man, it smells so good. And I'm not even using surfactant, like, and it's plenty of stick. It's almost like it sticks so much better than, I used to just overthink the surfactant thing. Now it's so much easier to rinse too, because that soap, man, I feel like I don't know. It's just, we're moving a lot faster. And I haven't heard, since I've been doing it this way, I haven't heard anybody talk about the smell of bleach. And usually I would have like one a week or so. But anyway, could just be.
So, question though, you are using a foaming agent. That's just like a surfactant, right? I
don't really know. I honestly don't know.
It sounds like it.
Agent, but I know the foaming agent is just suds. There's no whatever the hell, you know what I'm saying? It's not the same. But maybe
it's not sticky.
Yeah, it's not like a syrup. It's
yeah, it's liquidy.
Right. But so we got Greg. Yo, Ray, how can I get Kraken Wash? How does it compare? I've got a link to the, or I'll drop one in this description after we end the video. But it's in all the other videos on my channel. So
Kraken Wash is what, like a degreaser?
No, it's an oxidation removal product. Yep. And it also, I use it for oxidation removal. It works great. And I also use it for gutter brightening.
I wonder why they call it Kraken. I'm trying to like understand the name.
Jack Sparrow, or not Jack, is it, Unleash the Kraken, however the hell you say it, man. Everybody says it different ways.
Yeah, I don't know what it is though, Kraken.
Yeah.
I gotta look it up.
you be up all night on YouTube watching the fucking Kraken now. All right, Quality Swan. Yo, this is a local friend of mine here in Gaston County. Ordered from Russ 200. What's up?
Yep, I have BD 200. I use that stuff too. That's strong stuff. Basically, it's like he sends you a kit and you mix it yourself. So you can buy the 5-gallon kit or the 55-gallon. So you add like 4.5 gallons of water, and it gives you, basically it's like sodium hydroxide. This what's that other stuff? Butyl. That's in it, and then this other like secret recipe type stuff. So it's like 3 parts in water, and it's strong stuff, man.
Oh hell yeah!
It's a degreaser, but you can use it for oxidation removal, metal roofs, that kind of stuff.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. We got Gibson. Hold up, man. There's a lot. All my competition's in the building. There's another one. What up, Tyler? I'm not sure. 2 goats. Yes, sir. I feel like a goat sometimes when I'm climbing these damn roofs.
Yeah.
I don't know how the hell we had our 2. We had 2 of our biggest residential tickets back to back. Like our 2 biggest residential jobs, Friday and then Saturday.
It's funny how that works,
bro. Oh, it was crazy. These were some big old like gigantor houses, but we knocked them out, so it's all good. We're moving on.
And it's like the ones where you send in the bid and you're kind of even thinking to yourself, where you get that nervous feeling and you're like, man, I'm just going to put a little extra on. I'm a little scared about this. And then, you charge more. I mean, rightfully so.
Crazy thing is they were both actually repeat customers. So we had already done work at both properties. I want to call them estates because they were more like it was like, 10 houses in one. But One was Brendan Haywood. He's an ex NBA basketball player. He played for the Mavericks and he played for the Tar Heels, but it was his house. We did it for the second time. And then the other house was like this big time banker in Charlotte. He's like a CEO of a big bank. I don't know if he's a billionaire or what, but I think he is. But he had us back out to do a whole lot of work. We just did his pool, and then after that, he told us to come back and do everything: the roof, the house, the whole nine. And it was a big monster, dude. But I see you doing some big old roofs sometimes too. You got that drone footage, man. I got to get up to speed on that.
Well, that's one of them things. But yeah, we have Palm Beach Island where like Trump lives and Epstein, the Epstein guy, the one that, the molester or whatever.
Well, you watched his house?
No. But that's where I've washed sometimes. I don't get many houses out there, but I try. But dude, I'm talking billionaires.
Boynton Beach, West Palm Beach, bro. I used to live out there. I know.
No, but specifically Palm Beach Island. It's like disgusting rich, like Epstein's and Trump's and I did this one celebrity's house, and when I got there, they literally, you think you're in a hotel. Like there's a whole staff. Like there's security guards, yeah, but then there's like, like chefs walking by and like, it's just, and then you have like people walking the dogs, and it's crazy. Like, these people, I'd be surprised if they wipe their own ass.
You walking like 10 poodles, and they're all like perfectly in stride together and shit. Ace Pressure Washington said, slow down here. Is that accurate? You feel like it's kind of just.
Yeah, we're in the dead season. So this is our winter. Now.
You lucky dog. I'm kind of jelly. I'm not going to lie, bro. That means so you've completed your busy season, so you're just kind of laid back.
Well, I would say our busy season starts in August. So August through March is our busy season. So yeah, we could just say we got out of ours, but you do, when you're in the busy season, you want the slow season. When you're in the slow season, you want the busy season.
Yeah, absolutely. Just like Mikey.
And
back.
It's all about
the
It's all about building connections and getting those jobs, those reoccurring jobs, like the commercial ones, and people that you're gonna. You could even do that in your sales pitch when you get super busy. You be like, hey, we'll come back out in August, or for you guys up north, you say, hey, we'll be out in October, November when you slow down. Do your gutter jobs around those times. Do your window jobs around those times.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just stay busy. That's the most important thing, guys. Stay busy. It doesn't matter if your business is slow, be working on the next thing. I look at entrepreneurship now. At first, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I just knew I wanted to do something. It just plunged right into it. But now I'm starting to learn that entrepreneurship, if you have just a very one-track mind, like, hey, I'm just going to pressure wash, I'm just going to focus on this and that one thing, it may not be so much like that. And you can always outsource your marketing, advertising, even, everything about the business. If you got enough workflow coming in and you got a good team built, then it's automatic. But if you're really trying to build something and be like, you can really plunge into it and treat it as a work of art. There's so many different aspects of owning a business with the social media, with putting out the content, the before and afters, the little video clips, running advertising dollars on Facebook and Instagram. Next door's huge. I'm always telling guys, friends don't let friends use Home Advisor. So stay away from there. Like I said, when we ran our marketing report the month before last, Home Advisor and Yard Signs. Actually, Home Advisor was dead last, and Yard Signs was right above that for the two lowest ROIs. And not only that, the average ticket for each one of those, they brought the lowest average ticket for the customers that we got from Home Advisor and Yard Signs. So they're great. They're great to start out when you're very, very fresh and new. But if you've had any time in the business, go ahead and put the work in and get the knowledge. Start reading listen to audiobooks or reading books or whatever to figure out how to start turning your advertising more towards, digital advertising for yourself, and you keep that money. Don't give it to Home Advisor. They haven't done shit for it. All they're doing is throwing ads out, and then they're sending it to three guys and creating a bid war. It's a bad look. But to each his own. You know, if it's working for you, then keep doing it, man. Comes in waves. Yes, sir. You got to ride that wave. Prayers up for Big John. We got Reggie and Raleigh. That's what's up, man. Y'all crushing it. Salute, bro. You know, keep on grinding. What up?
Oh, Reggie Bryce.
Yes,
What's
sir.
up, bub?
Yes, sir. Now we got Dan Mernon. What up, Dan? I like the little logo deal there. We got amen to that. Respiratory all day with a sun hat and sunglasses. Yeah, protect that skin. Got Anthony in the building. Mike T in the building. Hot stains all day. You might be talking about that hot stain remover. We got Raul first live here. Nice, man. Appreciate you joining. Don't forget to check out Mike Oleyn, my man right over here. Link in the description. If you're not subscribed to his channel, go check him out. He probably drops pound for pound more knowledge and more value than anybody on YouTube. He's personally my favorite pressure washing YouTuber. So go check him out. Got two of my favorite hustlers. Yes, sir. We got to hustle.
Mike Jones.
Mike who?
Back then they didn't want me.
Oh, look, he started something here.
Back then
look who's in the building. We got Big
shit.
John.
Hey, Big John, when you coming to Florida, man?
Yo, look, look like you didn't hear that. Scroll up a little bit. There's a dude that his heating unit is messed up. It's not cutting on. So if you can help him out, I think my man, I don't know if he's up in Alaska and his heater, or it might be a burner, but.
You know what, when you were talking about your reports, run your reports, what kills me on the customer factor is I have so many different categories. Like it'll be like online search, Google search, like I gotta fix all that. So there's only a few different. Does that make sense what I'm saying? There's so many duplicates. Duplicates
of your, because it's like you got, what I do is it sucks doing it, but it's worth it because I get to see visually how my marketing and advertising is performing. And then I know because a lot of people will say there's like ebbs and flows to the market. And for whatever rhyme and reason, no one knows, but there is actually, by tracking that data, you can see how things are performing. So certain people, the way the fucking moon comes up or whatever, I don't know, but more people might be looking at different things at different times. So it's something to think about.
So go in and change all like
if you're like trying to run your Google report, just go through and highlight every single one that says Google related. So then you know everything and it'll total it up. You're still using the customer factor, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's on there. Yeah. And on that note, anybody that does not have a CRM, get a CRM right now.
I have review on Google search high ratings, Google search, Google /reviews. You know what I mean? Like I got to bunch all that in one.
Just got to keep highlight them all and it'll all go in there. Shout out to Big John. Absolutely. Shout out to my boy. Yes, sir. He's been a soldier. You know what I'm saying? He's tried to cut. I've had to stop him. Like this, is how dedicated this man right here is. I have to tell him, no, you're not going to work. Like, because he he's ready to go, even though he's hurt, his feet are messed up. But you know what I'm saying? When you get hurt, you got to heal up. Like shit, there's nothing you can do about it. So we're just rolling with the punches. But the 55-gallon vertical tanks plumbed together is fire.
Yeah, it was a pain, It's a pain. When you have a skid, it's a little tight. But that's why the next builds, I'm either going to do like a real nice open trailer or a flatbed. But
Flatbed is for us where we're at. It's definitely
Key.
these, but the trailer's nice too. I mean, I like anything where you can display the equipment because I think that helps out. That's
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like, I love the enclosed trailer. I still have it. I love it. But the thing is, you don't, like you said, you don't display the equipment. I think it's really professional looking when you see a big tank and, the reels and
yeah. I think it makes a big difference by showing that you have professional equipment. It really makes the decision easy for a lot of people that are looking for that. We got the $99 guy brought up. What's your thoughts? What do you think?
oh no, no,
$99 guy, what's your initial reaction?
not the $99 guy.
No comment. Yeah.
No, I mean, listen, I don't let that shit bother me, man. $99 guys is just the way it is,
I always try to educate them, and I tell them, like, I've met a lot of guys that have started.
Oh, he's joking. He's not the $99. I think he's joking, right?
Yeah, I don't think. Which, if he is, I know a lot of guys. I'm not going to name drop, but I know guys that are pretty heavy in the industry that run $99 ads on Facebook. And what they do, it's a bait and switch. They get there and then they, oh, well, that's just for vinyl. That doesn't count for your brick. So it's a meal. For me, it's just not my thing. Just like I don't want the guy to throw clip flyers in your driveway either. So
I'm the type of guy, I don't do stuff I wouldn't want done to me. And if someone's trying to bait and switch me, I get pissed off. I'll go somewhere else.
Same. But hey, it must be working because I know some $99 guys driving jacked up trucks, smokestacks. They're killing the game. So anyway, going to keep on rolling. Keep the live stream rolling. What was he just smoking on? What were you smoking on, bro?
Bath salts. No, I'm kidding. It's just a vape.
A little something. Hey,
yeah, a little vape.
It's all legal. They legalized it in Florida. We're good.
Wait, Big John said you got this, Mike. I wonder what he was talking about.
You got this, Mike. Did
he just say that, or was that an old comment?
That's a couple minutes ago. I'm trying to get through them quick, bro, because I'm really screwing up with the. He's probably just being encouraging or saying something to something that you had said. Unscrew the fitting behind the quick connect. I'm gonna scroll.
Oh yeah, that was back on the first question.
Yeah,
that guy Ryan, I got to give him credit. He did answer it correctly. Like, that was a good idea. I mean, he said just slowly unscrew the quick connect, and then water will start. Well, you got to do that carefully.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm noticing that we got a quite a bit.
Logan said it too. Yeah.
So we got Logan. Let's see.
Well, yeah, man. If you want, bro, I'd be down to do this. Like, obviously, you're gonna have different people on, but I'd be down to do this like every couple weeks or months or something. Yeah.
Like I said, guys, if you want me and Mike to hop on and do regular wash talks, we can try to make it happen. But we'll let you guys decide if we've got a lot of people liking the stream, dropping us thumbs up down below, then we'll
and not only that, man, I think it could help us too, because we could bring some of our issues that we would talk about normally.
Yeah, and what could be cool is maybe we could bring a guest on, somebody out of the chat or a couple people out of the chat, and let y'all kind of do a little ask some questions on the stream, so we can actually put a face behind the name and meet a couple of you guys as well. So that would be cool. We got a guy right around the corner. That's what's up, bro. Keep on.
Carpet cleaning.
Yes, sir. That's good money.
Hey, that's good to know, man, because listen, he loves you for what you're putting out for washing, but if you ever need help with carpet cleaning, he's probably your guy. You know what I mean?
I love it. That's what I love doing. I love spreading the love back. You know what I mean? Like I getting the jobs, I don't like doing deck staining, so I'm giving all that out. Christmas lights, I'm giving all that out. Whatever. That's the way it should be. We all work together. Like, say I get hurt, John's out, right? So say I get hurt, which I did get hurt the other day. I popped my back. But anyway, I don't know if I can turn this into a crybaby session. what if I get hurt? I'm out. So, you know, it's better to be friends with guys, because my first initial reaction is whoever I know is doing good work, I would send them business. And I'm pretty sure anybody that I'm messing with feels the same. So quit pulling all the BS, talking slick behind people's back. The problem releasing the pressure. Oh, he's still struggling with the yeah, I'm not sure, bro. I would try to get a ball valve. You might have to cut that hose, bro. What do you think, Mike?
I would just slowly start. I'm having a problem with it. Yeah, just unscrew it slowly. But after you do that, get a ball valve. And once you have a ball valve, you're good, because you can cut the pressure, take the gun off if it breaks, and then open the valve back up. So.
Oh yeah. Just take a wrench on the end of the whip line and just unscrew it from the quick connect real slow.
Yeah, what's his name? Ryan and Logan. I didn't even think of that until I read it on the comments.
Right.
So shout out Ryan, shout out Logan.
I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't really picturing it well.
Yeah, I had a whisper wash for my 4-gallon too.
Good advice. Don't tell you that's right. Just, you know, keep it professional. Stay professional. Yo, Mike, some pictures up in the house, bro.
Oh, dude, listen. This room is my office, and it's.
I'm Tupac poster back there, or what? Who you like? Who's your favorite artist?
In sync. But no, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have. I'm having a big, not a shed, but like a big garage built for all my equipment, and I have you know what I mean? Like I have random stuff in here, man. Like, you know, hose and skids and, you know, pressure washer pumps. So
hell yeah, it's
all cluttered in here because this is my room, you know.
Awesome. Yep, we got that figured out. My man just made $300 off of a $1 sign. That's badass. Postcards. Yeah, those postcards work good. Shine like a diamond. Let's get it. That's good. Here's some really good advice. Mikey Bags letting you guys know, you know, always ask the customer for a review, then the link to your Google page. Absolutely. You send them a text message. I used to do this. As soon as I'd get back to the truck, I would have a before and after picture ready of the dirty side of the house. I would send them the before and the after picture, and then I had a little text message in my notes that was pre-typed, and it just basically said, "Thank you so much. Thank you for allowing us to serve you today. If you don't mind, we would really appreciate if you left a review of our services today, and, you know, take care." And I would send that to them, and that converted well. And then once you get a little more money, you can look into some of these third-party programs that help you capture. You know, your CRM should do it, some other things. So, but definitely ask them physically, or, you know, verbally ask them to leave that review. That is going to jump your percentages up, you know, a lot.
Yeah, I usually do it when, you know, I let them know, hey, we're all done. You know, you want to just come do a check, walk around, make sure everything's all right. It came out great, blah, blah, blah. And then I just tell them, you know, I appreciate you having us come out. If you could, you know, if you got extra time later, please leave us a review. It helps us so much. It helps more than anything ever. And I'll send you a link, make it easy. And they usually say, yeah, most of the time. And
yeah, if you come on, you know, strong like that, chances are going to go up, because they're going to really feel, especially when people say they'll do something, there's a high percentage of people that have to keep their word. Like, they're people of their word. So if they say they'll do it, then they'll do it. But so always.
Yeah, okay. So I just don't understand what to do with it. Don't see where to enter the code. And when I try to upload a photo, it gives an error message saying too big or too small. So wait, you're on there. Brady's
My business.
Yeah, let me look them up. I'm gonna look them up on Google.
Okay.
Brady's Castle Wash. I like that.
Brady's.
Brady's.
Yep. Nice logo.
Wonder what city he's in.
Can you do a screen share and you can like let everybody see what his stuff's looking like?
Let me see. Castle. Okay, I think I found him. I don't see. Okay, yeah, he's on there. Overview. Yeah, you're on there, man.
Looking good.
Yeah, if you can't get the photos on there, I would try going on your desktop or the app, or even just going on your browser on your phone. Whatever you're doing, I would do. Like if you're using the app, I would go on the browser on your phone. If you're using the browser, go on the app. See if that helps.
Yes, sir.
Because
Absolutely.
I know Google could be weird because of ever since the pandemic, man. Google's not been 100%.
Everybody's been struggling. Can't nobody get no help. How much are you diluting your soap tanks hooked into the proportioner, Mike?
10-1 usually. I what I do actually, my tank is 7 gallons, something like that. So what I do is I put about 5-6 cups of right now I'm using Snotminade and slow-mo mixed together. So I just literally took a 5-gallon of Snotminade and a 5-gallon of slow-mo, and I mixed them together. And then I put about 5-6 cups of that. I put a cup per gallon. Say.
Okay.
So
That's what's up. Yeah. Like I said, I think I already covered that earlier when I was talking about, I use that Maximus foam and that, and I usually, it's kind of tough when you talk about the ratios because everybody mixes their tank up different. So it's not going to be the same. I mean, unless you're talking about using straight up surfactant in your soap tank. But what up, Kyle? He's watching a restaurant while he's listening. That's what's up, man. Making money, baby. That's what's important.
Yeah, them nighttime washes, man.
Those restaurants, you do a lot of that yourself, Mike? Are you hitting any restaurant contracts, dumpster pads, anything like that?
No, I've done a few dumpster pads, but not restaurants. Honestly, I'm trying to think. I don't. No, I do kava bars. What else? Ice cream shop. I do 3 of those. I don't have like a lot of reoccurring commercial accounts, but I have a couple, like the kava bars, the hospital. It's like a rehabilitation center. But no, I don't really have like any Chili's or any like restaurants like that.
Got you. Yeah. I've been kind of skeptical. I had a little run-in with Wild Wing Cafe where they didn't want to pay. And it was like 3 months before I got paid. After that, I said,
Yeah,
what I've heard is only work for restaurants that either A, have a good reputation in their accounting department or their billing, or to safeguard yourself is only work for restaurants where you're actually dealing with the owner of the restaurant, not the franchises. Because franchises, I heard CVS was real bad, Walgreens was real bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I don't have too many commercial. I just have they're more like mom and pop type places, And I have a few condos type areas that I've been getting into, which is awesome, man. I've done a few and they all know each other in the same city. So that's been working great.
Yes, sir.
That's why you got to do good work.
Yeah, for sure. Always do good work. And it's good to have a good team because even me, sometimes I get tired and miss something, and nothing makes me happier than whoever I'm working with. If Big John calls me up, hey man, you missed that.
Yeah,
I love to hear that because it lets me know he's watching my back. Because we don't, when you're charging these right prices, you need to make sure you're doing the right job. Otherwise, that could be bad. Anything to watch out for with stained glass windows? I have a big chapel to do soon with stained glass. I haven't dealt with them before.
Don't use acid on them. Make sure, obviously, you're not going to just use acid, but yeah. I would just do obviously a lighter mix than usual, and then I would even just do a test spot maybe, and then if nothing happens, do a stronger mix in that same test spot, see if anything happens. You know what I mean? Like a very low key spot. And then, once you test like a nice strong SH mix on there, nothing happens, then I would wash it, with a lighter mix.
Could be the best thing that ever happened to you, especially when you do the test spot and you see the little candy canes on the hardy board, the painted, how some of that, have you ran across that yet? The paint that will come off of the house with the SH, the organic pigmented Williams.
Yeah, I had an issue where it was a green paint and it literally like turned it like light green, almost like a yellow. But luckily, man, because I was doing the roof, I wasn't even doing the house, and it was just one area where like the walls were right next to the lower part of the roof, and I got it and it turned it yellow, and I was shitting bricks, but it dried fine.
Nice.
Other than that, that was the only issue I ever had with that.
Save Big John's feet. Absolutely. Everybody, thanks for the prayers for Big John. His feet are healing up. He's getting better and better every day. And we appreciate everybody that's shown love and said a prayer for my man. So thank you. Country said, "What up, Mike?
What up, country? Big country."
I'll be damned. Ryan's girlfriend has a nail salon too.
Oh shit! So that's funny.
It's crazy. Huge inspiration. Keep going strong. We're gonna try, brother. We got Chicago in the building. Let's see if we can get to some more questions here.
The Windy City.
Yes, sir. We got
the Bears.
What we got here? Yeah, Tyler Gibson at Gibson's Pressure Wash. He was talking about the Jesse Vincent. That's who you were saying?
Yeah, he said he's the GOAT. He really is, man.
Yeah.
Listen, what he did for me was he got me to just start going out and doing it. Like I always was like, I don't know if it will work. What percent do I need to use? Like,
is that who showed Jason Guyman? Did he show Jason Guyman how to pressure wash, or did Jason Guyman already know how to pressure? Did he learn from him, or did?
No. He has nothing to do with Jason Guyman. Michael Chrysley was somebody who he reminds me of him. Like they both were around the same time, and they're just not around anymore.
I got you.
But no, as far as Jason and Michael, like I think they were just friends. So I think they always just kind of washed together. I don't know.
We gotta get Jason on here, man. Do like a little interview because I'd like to get his backstory. I don't know if I've ever heard what got him. I know he's a firefighter and whatnot, but I don't know how he got into it. Boom, $300. We
read that one.
Oh yeah, I wonder if he made 300. Like each one of these is different jobs, because that would be about 1,200. That's awesome. Yeah, 300 off of $1. Man, that's ROI. If I heard, that's crazy. Keep that going. Wherever you're putting that sign, as soon as it gets pulled up, put another one. Yeah, absolutely. 4 gallon a minute will push a surface cleaner. You just have to watch out. Try to remember that for a good rule of thumb, this isn't concrete fact, but a good rule of thumb is to remember 4 inches for every 1 gallon per minute on the size of your surface cleaner, and you should be just fine.
Yeah, with my 4 gallon, I started with a 19-inch whisper wash, and to be honest, it worked. And I still use a 19, even with my 8 gallon a minute. So
yeah, Mike,
I like being able to go fast.
Yeah, same. You rocking the open trailer or the enclosed, if you can pick?
Open trailer is probably the most efficient. And then enclosed is good because you obviously for safety and like equipment reasons. But it's a little tight sometimes, Obviously, open flatbed, open skid, open trailer is probably your more efficient ways.
Yo, Greg's schooling us right here. So now we were asking earlier. I'm trying to catch up. I'm almost caught up here. So but yeah, there's the knowledge we were looking for.
It's a mythological octopus that takes pirate ships. So it's just kind of like a fun name. I thought, like, I don't know. It wasn't, so the octopus doesn't clean gutters and stuff like that, right? He doesn't take the pirate ship and clean it up with the gutter
Black
cleaner.
streaks off of. We got what's going on. Let's see here. Got yeah, man, that's what's up, man. It's crazy how many local Giannis, that's another local guy. So there's tons of local guys around here, so it's cool. The comments have jumped up, so if I missed any, my bad. We'll answer any questions that we might have missed on the next episode if we decide to keep rolling with it. And this is a good one. John W wants to know, what do you have a one-stop shop to get equipment? Who's your guy, man? I know you've bought a little bit from everywhere.
So I would say my go-to is probably Lori Smith at most, pressurewashingproducts.com. But then I also use Russ Johnson. Obviously, I was using a Snotman 8, but then I started with Pressure Tech, and they were always good too. But I guess it depends on where you're at. If you're like down south near me, I recommend Pressure Washing Products, and then also Russ Johnson. I mean, those two you can't go wrong with, either or.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
He's at Southside Equipment.
Yeah, those are all good ones. I've used Manatee pressure washing. Russ Johnson's always a good one. I've used Pressure Tech. I've used the Power Wash Store. I've used local businesses around that have a little pressure washing stuff here and there. Currently, for all like soft washing and almost anything pressure washing related, I've been using a guy named Jimmy Hall at Freedom Wash Systems, and he's been pretty much getting anything that I need on the wash side. So he's a great guy. His information is in description on some of the other videos on the channel. So if anybody wants to reach out to him, that's where I got the X6 soft wash system that I'm using from. So have you ever overpriced a job, wait 2 weeks, then they call you to do the job?
Meaning like you overpriced it on purpose and trying not to get the job? Because I've done that. And then I was like, well, I also need 100% deposit. And they did that. And I'm like, fuck, all right, I guess I'm doing this job.
That's bad. That's bad. That's you just telling me, like, you know what?
And you know what's funny, man? They were very particular in the estimate process, very like outspoken. They were very like rude. But when I got there, they were the coolest people. Yeah. It happened a few times. And then I've had the opposite. I've had very cool people through the whole estimate process, and they become a whole different person when it becomes time to pay. So always just keep your guard up at this business. You know, take your before pictures. Always take before pictures. Anything looks broken, out of place, or ruined, videotape it. Take a picture because it'll cover your ass.
Great advice, bro. That's some of the best advice, you know, because that's something that really, it's easy to get lazy with that. And I'm guilty myself, but just take the damn pictures, you know, at least take one of the front of the house and one of the back, or, you know, if you can do a little video. I don't know, but it has saved my butt a lot of times. And there's been times where I really wish I would have got the picture. Because it's also good just to get the before and afters, because if they have any criticism about the cleaning, it's real easy to forget how dirty it was after it's clean. So if they give you any kind of like vibes, like they're not happy, or it's like, oh, well, you know, it's not good enough, you can whip out that before and after picture. And then there's just like, they're like, oh my God, you know, they can see it. So
yeah, and there's other than that, and then you got your marketing material, because afterward you want a before and after picture. There's literally, you should take before pictures on every job for so many reasons. Covers your ass. It makes a good before and after. It helps you mentally, because sometimes I've done jobs where I'm like, dude, it doesn't even look cleaner. And then oh yeah, it does. I don't know. I'm weird like that, man.
Same.
I put a lot of stress on myself, self-inflicted.
Yeah. I feel you. I felt that. Yeah. So what about in Florida? Do you need a license? A guy asked, do you need a license to have a pressure washing business? Do you guys got any business licenses or crazy stuff?
So you need obviously like a DBA, or I recommend an LLC, just get that. And then you also need, for whatever, like in my county, I need it's called a county tax, not a tax license, but it's like basically it's a county license, meaning it's just showing that you're a business owner in the county that I live and work in. And then I obviously have my LLC, and then obviously you need insurance. But as far as like a license to pressure wash, no, I don't think so in Florida. But you need to check with your county to make sure you need to have like a business tax license. Yeah. Other than your DBA and LLC, and then, to get your EIN and all that. Hopefully that answers this question.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what's up. We got Wild West in the building. I knew eventually he would pop in here. Yeah, that True Blue. Whew. It'll have you blue after you realize how long it's going to take to get that shit off of you.
I love the way it makes like a rubber seal, though. When you put like a little too much on, and it squirts up in like the top of the threads, and it makes this like rubber O-ring looking thing. Love it.
Yes, sir. Here's a really good one. This is one that gets thrown around a lot, man. And I'll go ahead and just address it, because it's always the same for me. And this is something that gets very, very complicated for a lot of people. And I believe a lot of folks spend so much time diving into this and over analyzing this and making it more than it has to be. With pricing, I always factor three things: time, material, and complexity of the job. So factoring those three things in, and you figure out when you come up with that time, and the complexity and the materials, you factor all that in, then you come up with what you need to make per hour to be, profitable in your business model, however much you're spending, marketing, advertising, operations, admin. And then you factor all that in. You need to be profitable. Otherwise, you're going to be the guy where they said, I had somebody that was pressure washing my house, but I can't get a hold of them. The phone's disconnected, and So definitely make sure you are factoring in profit. You need to be on the positive side when you're estimating these jobs, because $99 can lead to 99 problems real fast. So moving on, working on the logo. Yes, sir. Keep that up. Clip flyers. I'm not a fan. How about you, Mike?
No, I think going up to, if you're going to do the flyers, I think just, you're going to do it. Just run up there, throw it in their door handle.
Just knock on the door, and then when they open the door, just toss it. No,
I'm saying like just roll it up and stick it in their door handle.
Oh, I thought you were saying like throw it at the door handle.
No. I'm saying, yeah, like don't throw the clips on. I think I like the idea of it. I don't know. I just don't do it. I'll be honest. Like I don't do it. I'm not against it, but
yeah, if it works, make that money, baby. Yeah. When I did it, I did try it, and I didn't like it. I was mortified because I was tossing them out, and we tried to be slick and go out at nighttime, and I was just going to, just drop a whole lot of them. And it was the first and only time. And then I passed by this older man, he happened to be like, he had the headlamp on outside at night. It's dark, and he's taking his trash out, and I'm hanging out the other side. John's driving, and I'm throwing these things. And then I look up, and I notice he's right there staring at me, and he just looks at me with this disgust and starts shaking his head. And that little headlamp was doing that. It was embarrassing, bro. I'll never do clip flyers again.
Yeah, because at least if you did it during the day, you could be like, "Hey, how you doing? I'm just in." But then, what are you gonna say in the middle of the night? Like, "Hey, they're gonna be like, get out of here."
Yeah, absolutely. See, this is what I'm talking about, guys. Like, help each other. Don't be, oh, there's enough for everybody to eat. This is, a guy that's in my county. So we have, work together if we can, if you can't, you can't. So Wild West is let's see. See if I can come up with another one. Dirt Killer's up my way. That's awesome. I wish they were local to me. That way I could just go in there and get my stuff and talk to those guys, because Jason Wagner, the guy that runs the maintenance department or whatever you want to call it, the guy that sells the store manager, he also used to be a owner of a pressure washing business. So he knows a lot of really good information. So y'all check Dirt Killer out. I think the link is I'll put the link in the description for anybody that wants to check them out. So they're pretty awesome. Yeah, sales tax. You want to talk to your CPA, but the legitimate, as far as I understand, you can charge tax on your materials and tools and materials for the project that you're working on, but not exactly for the labor itself. So, but again, talk to the CPA, talk to your tax accountant, or do your research. It's never good to ask ask people that aren't really qualified. Damn, that's a good one. 1925 off of a pole sign. Yeah, see, yard signs work. I mean, we've done some commercial work off of a yard sign before, so I'm definitely not knocking them. They work good. And here you go. You got Thomas, no sales tax. So I've been told different. You can charge sales tax for items, materials. So like I said, hit the CPA up. He'll be the best bet.
Well, there's some cities that you have to put sales tax as a line item.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't make sense, because you could just add it into the price, but whatever. But get a CPA,
yeah. Did you have a CRM when you first launched? We're in the pre-K launch phase right now, waiting on the skid to be completed. Absolutely.
I didn't get a good one until later on, but I would have got a good. You should get a good one right away. But they do have ones like Joyce that I started with that's free, but they get you because then you have to charge. You have like the better package for $30. So I was paying $30 a month when I could have been paying a few bucks more for a really good one. So just get the good one.
Yeah, and that's what I meant. Like I use Joyce too, but I'm still kicking myself in the ass, because if I'd have been using the customer factor, I would have closed so many more jobs and things would be so more organized right now.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. If my aunt had balls, she'd be my uncle.
That's right. But yeah, looking back, Verted Monk, go ahead and get that CRM. Do yourself that favor so you don't end up like us. Okay, he must be talking about getting that review. Yeah, hit him with the, will you do me a favor? Whatever works, bro. Cleaned the vice president. My man cleaned off of a yard sign. I cleaned the vice president of a major corporation that owned over 300 companies, put me on as a vendor, $1,250 for his house, one business for $4K, one for $1,250, and one for $1K in 1 week. I mean, jackpot. It's crazy. Yeah, you can't beat that. You gotta love it. Back today. All right, man. Well, we've been kind of going at it. There's still some more questions. I don't really see any questions, mostly just people kind of going back and forth a little bit. So if we missed anything, we will put it on the following Wash Talk episode next week, or we'll check it out and see what the feedback is. If you guys want us to keep doing them, we'll try our best to make it happen. If not, we can find something else to do. So we'll try to get through just a couple more. It was about window cleaning. The glasses were stained. He wanted me to use Blaze and take the stains off for the same price. Yeah, that's tough. That's very tough. And we'll finish out with this one. Pro Wash asks, having problems with the pollen this year on metal roofs. Any tips or tricks? I've learned tons of them, but this year the pollen has been a beast. You got any tricks for the pollen?
No, I haven't done many metal roofs, and most of the time I've probably done about 3 of them. And it was just kind of black stains that came off with like a house wash, maybe a little stronger. But I've been seeing this pollen thing. So I would imagine SH would get it because it's organic. But
yeah,
I can't, I wish I had something to be like, yeah, you got to, but I don't.
Again, that's something that I would use. What I like to do with metal roofs is I'll take that Kraken wash and I will mix some of that up, spray it on, and then brush it a little bit, and that can restore the metal roofs. And if you get that pollen that's not coming off, like if the roof is clean and it doesn't have mildew and algae on it, that pollen will come right off with a house wash mix. But if you have mildew and algae on there, what it does is the pollen sticks to that almost like a glue. And at that point, you're going to need some agitation, or you're going to need to put something a little stronger on there. Like I said, I'll put that Kraken wash on there, mix it like 25% Kraken wash and then 75% water, and put it on with a pump up and brush it a little bit with a soft bristle brush. So that's the way we've been dealing with the metal roofs. But anyhow, we're going to go ahead and wrap this thing up. Mike, you got any last like motivational or encouraging, inspiring words for anybody that may be struggling or kind of starting out and having a little bit of doubts or having some hard times?
Yeah, I mean, if you're on here, obviously you're doing more than most people and you're trying to learn. So, I mean, if you just keep trying to learn, never feel like you're better than to not learn anything. I mean, even somebody who just started, you can learn something from. But as long as you don't give up and you aren't doing the same thing you did yesterday, I mean, in the more positive way, you can't be stopped. So don't give up,
Yeah, I like it for sure, man. Got to stay focused. I always like to say, stay focused on progress, not perfection. It's never going to be perfect. There's always going to be struggles. We deal with them daily. A lot of guys post highlight reels all the time, and that's a natural thing, but it's not what it is on the day-to-day. It's a grind. So keep on grinding out there, fellas. And we appreciate everybody that joined us today for this little wash talk, and hopefully we'll do it again soon, man. It's been awesome catching up with you, Mike.
Yeah, for sure.
Keep it up, brother, because I'm feeding off of you. Every time I said this last time, every time I start to feel like, oh crap, man, this is getting the best of me, all I got to do is go check out what you're up to, and I'm like, all right, I got, if he can do it, I can do it.
Truth, man.
So, all right, brother. Well,
all right,
we'll holler at you, man. Y'all stay good. Peace.
All right, Ray. Take care, guys.